What is going on, guys? Brandon here with Limit Break TCG coming at you with another deck profile video. And today we'll be looking at a deck that I just recently finished. I have a few minor tweaks that I need to do to it, but the current build is really fun to play, and this leader actually really surprised me. I had no interest in it at first, but after checking it out for a little while, I decided to get what I needed, and today that is going to be the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Son Goku Soul Striker Reborn. And just the art on this card is amazing. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the promo unisons that have the same Shenron foiling behind it, which is unfortunate, but I do have the Goku Black unisons for this leader. We're going to go ahead and take a look at his front first. Super Saiyan God Son Goku. When this card attacks, choose one, draw one card, or switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or you have a blue unison card with a specified cost of 3 in play. You may draw 2 cards, flip this card over. So that can be a very early awakening. A turn 3 awakening just by having the unison out is pretty good. Saves you a lot of that life early game. So first off on this one is first auto here. When this card attacks, draw one card, switch up to 2 of your mono blue energy to active mode. That is so strong. That's 2 built-in sensu beans minus the 5k. Untapping that energy on just his swing is insane. And then his second auto here, at the end of your turn, choose up to one of your blue unison cards and switch it to active, which is going to be that Goku Black unison that pairs really well with this one because he gains a marker whenever he's switched from rest mode to active mode. So we're going to get into the deck now. Do the order a bit differently. I'm going to run the extra card package first on what I run in this deck. And first off, that's going to be 2 of the Ultra Instinct Goku's Kamehameha. Really good card. Art is amazing as well. I loved the special rares for that set. But activate main if your leader card is blue. Choose up to one of your leader cards or battle cards, and it gets 15k power for the duration of the battle. Auto. If all of your energy is blue, when you activate this card, choose one. If it's your turn, draw one card. If it's your opponent's turn, choose one of your blue energy, switch it to active mode. So that's good on either your turn or your opponent's turn. Of course, any blue deck, we gotta be making the chili. So I'm running 3 beans, not 4. I'm saying that specifically because we have a player in our community who thinks every deck that has any kind of blue splashed in it needs to have 4 beans. No, 3 is fine. Beans pretty self-explanatory. I'm running technically 3 counterplays in the deck, but the first one is going to be Mafuba. Second one is going to be Absolute Release Ball. It's a very early game counterplay. The battle card being played has an energy cost of 3 or less. It is returned to the owner's hand instead of being played. Then choose up to one of your blue energy and switch it to active mode. I'm not really worried about the permanent because I'm not going to be charging multicolor energy in this deck. The energy will be mono blue. And then, of course, any blue deck, you got to be running the greatest negate of all time, Dimension Magic. Alright. We're going to get into some of the early game stuff, which is going to be my 1-drops and unison. So, of course, like I mentioned before, we are going to be running 4 of the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Unison of Extermination. Solid unison right here, too. Specified cost of 3. It's a blocker. Auto, when this card is switched to active mode by your leader's card skill, add a marker to this card. First activate main, add no markers, draw one card, choose one card in your hand, and discard it. Draw one card, choose one card in your hand, and discard it. Ooh, I don't know why I flipped on that so hard, I apologize. Second activate main, take away 2 markers, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less, place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. It's a 15k blocker. It's a unison. Really solid card, especially with the leader. Now, I did say I was making tweaks to the deck. One of the tweaks is going to be I'm going to be adding the blue Gogeta unison from the starter deck. I'm going to be running them at 3 and 3. Super combo for the deck, I will be running 4 of the Android 18 Bionic Blitz. No, I'm not running any super combos that let me draw cards, but there's a reason. I'm running a lot of blue-green in here with an arrival with an energy cost of 1 blue. And this is going to make a lot of that super easy. And then also, if your leader card is blue or green, when you combo with this card from your hand, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it at the bottom of their deck. So, not only a super combo, 10k, able to get out a rival really quickly, your opponent also has to drop a card. This is a one of. I am running the SPR of the Super Saiyan Trunks God Sealing Technique. I'm running it specifically for the counterplay because, one, the permanent, if I have a blue unison card with 2 or more markers in play, I can activate the counter skill from my hand without paying its energy cost, which is really strong. Then it's counterplay. You can't activate the counterplay skills of other cards for the turn, which is perfectly fine. You may discard this card from your hand. If you do, the battle card being played is returned to its owner's hand instead. If you don't, play this card. I'm mainly going to be doing it to discard it to stop the card from being played. I'm not running anything that can go off of the trunks for anything. And then again, some more early game stuff. I will be running 4 of the Kind Saiyan Son Goku. When you play this card, look up the top 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue Son Goku among them, add it to your hand, shuffle the deck. I'm running a lot of Gokus in this deck, which is funny because Goku is probably one of my least favorite characters of the show. Who would have guessed? And then this card here, set 10, Vegeta, Savior of the Future. Running him, he's a solid early game card, especially for that early game pressure. It's the blue version, add a card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, 10k power, gains double strike, so it's 15k double strike at the cost of a life, which is not bad. Some good self-awakening, but also, again, that early game pressure is strong. So that was the early game package. Now we're getting into the meat of the deck. This card here is getting bumped up to 2. I only have 1 currently. I'm still waiting to get the second one from a friend. But I will be running 2 of these. The promo card, Android 18, Full of Rage. Arrival, blue-green, 1 blue. Auto, when you play this card, you can't play Android 18 Full of Rage for the duration of the turn. Activate battle. Return this card to its owner's hand. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less. Return it to the owner's hand. So you can potentially get this card out, and you can swing with it, activate its battle, pop a card from your opponent's field. Also, her energy cost, that 4 up there, is going to be very important. A lot of these cards are actually going to have an energy cost of 4 for a very specific reason. I'm running 3 Janemba, Reality Bender, specifically because if... sorry, I was choking there. If your opponent has 4 or more energy, and there are battle cards in your opponent's battle area, there are no battle cards in your battle area, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 3. So he's essentially a 1 cost when he's played at the right time. And then at the end of the turn, you place this card at the bottom of the owner's deck, place 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck in their drop area. So they have 2 mill cards. Again, he's a 4 cost. 20k attack. Solid card, again for 1 cost. I will be running 3 at all cost Vegeta. Again, a 4 cost. Auto, when you play this card, draw 1 card. Choose up to 1 of your energy, switch it to active mode. So when timed correctly, he can basically be a free play on turn 4, yeah. And then activate main. Choose 2 cards in life, add them to your hand. This card gains 3k power for the duration of the turn for each energy you have. If you have 5 or more energy, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it, and this card gains triple strike for the duration of the turn. Now, I'm not going to be focusing on his activate main. Unless it's like a desperate move to try to win, or if he's my only option for my win con. I'm playing him basically because I draw a card and I get to switch an energy to active. He's essentially a 3 cost, but that 4 up there, again, very important. I'm pretty sure you figured it out by now. We're also going to be running 4 of Supreme Technique Son Goku. He is a blue-green blocker, a rival blue-green, tap a blue. I'm not even going to read his auto here because that's not what I'm using it for. It's essentially a 1 cost Goku on board with an energy cost of 4. Now, this is the reason I'm running so many 4 cost blue cards, and that is going to be Son Goku, Path to the Infinite. Activate main, tap a blue. If your leader card is blue, and you also choose one of your blue battle cards with an energy cost of 4, return it to the owner's hand, play this card from your hand. So, essentially, turn before, get one of these guys out. Next turn, tap a blue, get him out. And that sets you up for the main baddies of this deck. I'm probably going to drop this down to 3 to make room for some of the other cards that I was talking about adding to the deck. But, Ultra Instinct Sign, Son Goku. EX Evolve. Tap 2 blue, place 1 card from your hand to the drop area. Evolve on top of a blue Son Goku with an energy cost of 5 or more. He's got Triple Strike and then the permanent. Your opponent can't combo for the duration of this card's battle. Auto, when a card evolves into this card, return all of your opponent's battle cards to their owner's hand. So, nuke the board. Your opponent cannot combo. And, I mean, he's a Triple Strike. It's pretty insane. And then I'm running 2 of Kaioken Son Goku. Now he's a free evolve. I just got to place 1 card from the hand into the drop area. Evolve onto a Son Goku with an energy cost of 7 or more. He's a double strike. 35k. Auto. When a card evolves into this card, for the duration of the turn, you cannot lose the game. Your opponent cannot win. Activate main. Choose 2 cards in your life, add them to your hand, switch this card to active mode. So essentially, you play the Ultra Instinct Sign, Son Goku. You swing with him, get your opponent's life down, whatever, they negate it, they stop it, whatever. You pitch a card, you evolve onto him, and even if you're at 2 or more life, you take those 2 cards from your life, add it to your hand, switch it to active mode, and you've got a whole another 35k double strike swing. And I think that's pretty insane, because then as soon as you evolve, even if you have 2 life, you take that life, you still don't lose the game until the end of your turn. Essentially, the Gohan reboot leader. Haha. And then, of course, you know, just for safety, we'll be running 1 Scientist Fu. Pretty self-explanatory why you run just one of those. Alternate win con, easy to get out, 1 energy. But yeah, that'll be it for this deck profile. I do have it built on DBS Decks. I will be posting a link to this deck profile in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, you guys have a good one.